In this video, I want to show you the difference in how you add a node to a project in SCAL5 versus SCAL6. And I'm not sure when it was changed in SCAL6. I don't think it was there from the beginning. So you may need to update to like 6.068 at least before you're going to see this particular change. So, but anyhow, in SCAL5, and also, well, let me just say this. There's two places where you do node editing of some sort in the program, and that's either under the shape tool, which is where you would delete nodes, move nodes, change a node to be a curved node, everything but add a node. And instead, you would come down here to the draw tool, and that's where you would add like a new node along a path if you needed to, as well as draw lines. Now that never made sense to me because I always thought, this tool, and certainly in other programs, the shape tool would have everything related to adding, deleting, moving nodes, right? But it didn't. But as of SureCuts6, that's where it's at now, but it works a little differently, and I'm going to show you that. So again, if you've never used it in SureCuts5, I'll just briefly show that how you add a node. You select on this draw tool down here, and you come to wherever you want it to be. Now watch the cursor. See, the cursor is like a little calligraphy pen, but it's got a little X next to it. As soon as you see that change to a plus sign, that's when you can left click once. And now then when you go to the draw tool, you'll see that there's a new node there, and then you can go ahead and move that node where you want it. All right, so again, you had to add the node when you're in draw tool, and then you move it or do whatever you want to with it using the shape tool. Now, if I want to draw a line here, this is where I definitely need to come back to the draw tool, because that's all about adding new paths, not just nodes, but paths. And then you would want to basically put in wherever you want let's say I was putting in a separate fold line. Now, the problem is that it has a tendency to want to snap to and become a part of this outer path because of that, that add node thing. So typically what users would do is either lock this, all right, first, so that then it can't be selected, or they'd start just a little ways outside of it. And then to draw to draw like a straight line, you hold the shift key if you want it to be perfectly vertical, horizontal, or angled. So I left click once at the top, hold the shift key, and left click again, and then I press the escape key. Now you can also press the return key if you prefer, either one will work. So in SureCuts6, if I want to add a node to this path right here, then I now use the shape tool, but it's a little bit different. You don't see that little plus sign. Instead, watch what happens to the cursor. See, right now the cursor is an arrow with a little rectangle. When I move it over close to the line, it becomes like a little squiggly line. I get that added, or a little S shape or something, whatever you want to call it. And instead of left clicking once, you need to double click. So I double click right there, and that adds that node. So then I click away and I come up and I can select that node, and then I can drag this out to wherever I want it. Now then, however, of course, if I want to draw an actual new path, one that's separate from this rectangle, then I come back here to the draw tool. And again, I'm going to and the nice thing here is you don't have to lock it. You don't have to worry about it. And because I have view, snap to, and I've got guidelines and objects both showing there, I can actually see, like right when it gets to that line, it'll show a little blue line, which is very handy too. And then I can hold my shift key, left click once, come down here again. I see the little line shoot out showing that it's even with that path. Left click again, and then press the escape key, and now then I have that line added. So anyway, I hope that covers how it's done in SureCuts6 versus SureCuts5. And if you have any questions, let me know.